So this is your boy Terry, and my username is surpassing Google across the internet. In this video, I'm going to be starting a channel. It's a new channel. It's called the Legitimate Literacy, and literacy is an entire school that makes use of down-to-earth paradigms. Oh gosh, something wrong with my camera. Anyway, it makes use of down-to-earth paradigms, and I've written the curriculums for this school, but I'm still evolving it. So that's the reason for my presence on YouTube and social media outlets. To pay attention to, gosh, what's wrong? I don't know. I'm a bit discouraged, like my PC is having some issues, I believe. But I'll still go ahead. I'll just keep it short. I'm going to be reacting to Wode Maya, a recent video about Wode Maya. Wode Maya is someone I've paid attention to his entire evolution on YouTube. And I've paid attention to his very elements, and I've watched hundreds of his videos. I'm here to react to him as a legitimate illiterate. So any kudos or suggestions that I give him is going to be in the perception of a legitimate illiterate. Just as I would if I saw him in person. He's like a brother. I'm not going to romanticize and say what is not. I'm going to tell him things I can tell him if I was with him in person, as a true fan and someone who loves what he represents. He's carrying a big, vision on his shoulders, and it's really grand. And I think as he grows, it is becoming essential that he knows the gravity of this embarkation or embark, you know, that he's taking. It's very grand. When you're talking of Africa, it's a big topic. If you're trying to dispel the myths about Africa, then you have to know Africa yourself. And anyway, I'm going to start this channel reacting to videos from Wode Maya and so many other YouTubers. So look out for hundreds of videos. I may not be perfect in my craft, but I'll forge ahead all the same. So please bear with mishaps that you find in the video. I'm not using quality applications. Even the PC is terrible. So I'm going to be reacting to this video using a phone, and we'll go from there. I don't know if I'll stop the video in between, or I may have to wait for the video to end, give my input. So let's go. And it's a recent video by Wode Maya where about Sierra Leone or Africa in general. His mission is to take Africa to the world, and is currently in Sierra Leone. And I'll be watching that video on my phone and reacting basically. So it's a short video, so it's possible that I wait till the end of the video before reacting, but it's also possible that within the video I'm also going to react as well, pause the video and react. So this is more of a test video, but it will be uploaded. Kindly subscribe to Legit Literacy, the YouTube channel. The title of the video is Freetown, the City on Heels. It's featuring Wode Maya, of course. I'm going to start the video now, and I'll be listening to it in my headset, and we'll go from there. There are some odds. Anyway, so yes, there are some odds, so I had to skip the ads. Anyway, he's starting the video on top of a hill. Of course, the title is Freetown, the City on Heels. So he's got the view, on top of the hill, and the view of the expanse of the city. So it's just a 3-minute 49 or 4-minute video, 3 minutes 59 seconds. So I may wait till the entirety of this video to express, my views, or the views of a legitimate literate in this case. Don't worry, the video will finish soon. I mean, it's a short video. Now it's just some musicals. So, so of course, some musicals and the end of the video, landscape of Africa, Sierra Leone in this case, and of course that's awesome. And a rich video in terms of content. There's a drone shot and everything. Not like it's memes and everything in reality. The world is getting to those stages where the super, the I don't know, the things that are of luxury now will be relegated. In the future. This is upcoming. Uh, I think the world of today, the utmost when it comes to creation, utmost pertinence when it comes to creation is our creation. Humans. Africa. Kudos to Modi Maya. He has evolved from where he used to be in China at the outset to promoting Africa to the world. He aims to dismiss spells, I mean not spells, dispel myths about Africa, by world standards. But this is a huger task than perhaps is known even to Wodemai himself. To dispel myths about Africa, you really need to know Africa. And I'm going to keep my reaction short in this video. This is my first. I'll have other videos pertaining to Africa of Wodemaya that I'll react to, and then I'll build on this topic over time. But kudos to you for evolving, um, engaging your expense in traveling across Africa, and showcasing the beauty of its creation. And it also takes a measure of guts, to be able to lay bare yourself, in the midst of hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And there's many reasons for me to give kudos to Wodemaya. But if I was a person with Wodemaya, I'd want him to evolve his journey because, especially now that he's having a platform filled with a large audience, he will need to take ownership and responsibilities in really explaining Africa to the world. And There's much expectation from Wodimai because he's African. You should know Africa. There's something that he's doing lately which I've seen and he should be given kudos for. He's spreading his wings, helping others start YouTube channels, those who are block sitting, those are who are repatriated back to Africa, and some who are knowledgeable in the field Africa. He's spreading his tentacles. But what am I, if I was with you, I would help you in your journey involved with this. YouTubing, yes, it's a journey, it's a career, but uh, a measure of education is essential as well. YouTube constitutes a hobby, even when it's a career. It's something you can do in alignment with schools of study. Your very evolution will not pause because of accolades or adulations, or proposition of a YouTube career. Uh, and now we're not talking of secular education, at least in legit illiteracy. Legit illiteracy is what you see on the streets of Africa, in the very down to earth, not in the gimmick of giant buildings. Those things are old school. And, to dispel the myths in Africa, you are to portray the real beauty of Africa. But what's the real beauty of Africa in reality? It's not in skyscrapers. It's not in things of the outer space. The beauty of the human. Great lies in Africa. Yes, it's not in diamonds. But there are nations with diamonds. There's something in Africa that's being sought after by the world as a whole. They can't place it yet, but this is your role, that you reveal these things so that information becomes whole for the world in its entirety. So much information is missing and about Africa. You know, the information left to be revealed in Africa, of the world, is in Africa. The greatness that is being sought after. People of the West seek these things. They go to Africa, the dungeons, to understudy these things. It's their fancy in reality. It has to be your fancy as well. The streets and nooks and crannies of Africa, that's where greatness lies, very down to earth. You're supposed to hone these things and, romanticize these things as much as you romanticize land, beautiful hotels and luxury. Whoever doubts that there is tall buildings in Africa, you know, that's an adult child. We're past all that. In a way, you may be playing into the same narrative that you're trying to dispel. When you're saying, "Oh, Africa, they have elevators," the hotel room, digital doors. You may be playing into the narrative, especially when you romanticize it. You may be playing into the narrative, because if these things are normal things in Africa, then they will not be so, propagated as something that's odd. When you romanticize it, it looks odd, like Africa doesn't have these things in reality, and you have to. These things are not things to brag about. I'm not saying you're bragging, but there's a way to present this Africa to the world mission as it is, with the realities, and it's called beautiful disruption. Looking at it critically, there are no real myths. There are no real myths. Those are just illusionary myths. When you look at, I'm. Oh gosh, I have to pause this video here. I'll continue next time. Something came up. I apologize for this.